Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Connor here with another Shyvana game. Looks like I'm going against a Nocturne, so it's a pretty fun matchup for me. I definitely played against this matchup before on this channel. It's not too complicated, it's just, if he goes lethal tempo, you have to be conscious of his early game skirmishing a little bit more. If he goes Conquer, I feel like his early game isn't as impactful, so for Shyvana, that's it's obviously better. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but they are discussing a lot of mechanics. But yeah, so I'm just going to path top to bottom. Second clear, I'm going to try to do the dragon. I'm not going to do the wolf clear, just because I'm not super afraid of the invade. Yeah, so start my blue, work my way down. Looks like he started leashless. It's kind of hard to tell where he started. Most junglers, for some reason, always start bot lane, wherever their bot lane is. I think it's because they think that extra couple of seconds that you get from having a leash is like super impactful, which like yeah, like having that sort of speed is nice if we're gonna end up fighting for the same scuttle, but or if you're gonna go for a gank, but it's not game changing. It's not it's not worth always starting bot, basically. Like, you have other options. Jungler, you definitely want to think about, like, what your goal is, what your plan is for the game. Have an idea of, like, what lanes would be kind of gankable and path to them. Like, this game, maybe I should have pathed top, because Aurora is shoving into my Kench. Like, little things like that. Range matchup, so you can assume they'll be shoving. Both laners might have Ignite, maybe it's like a kill lane bot, and you want to be there to impact it, or maybe you have, double Enchantress bot lane, and you don't feel like you're going to get a whole lot of value out of ganking them. Just some stuff to think about. You should definitely have an idea of how the game's going to go, and then react accordingly. If it doesn't go the way you expect it to, then, there's no reason to force anything. Oof, I accidentally queued a minion there. I should have put on tech champions only, but I think overall that kind of works out, so a little unfortunate, but what can you do? Nice. Solo kill mid is huge for us. Love to see that. Hopefully he's not here. I don't really want to fight him. He was. That's okay. He was faster than me. This Nocturne maybe just has better movement speed. I don't know. Well, I guess I did die after him technically. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clear. I'm gonna maybe look for Scuttle rather than my camps here. Well, my bot lane did reset, and I don't really want to meet Nocturne and the Pike. So you can just walk up for free. Well, mid just died again, so Nice vision there. I hope I don't get caught out by Pike here. The issues are Samira is not rotating fast enough for this game. Not be super sketchy. Maybe we can just force this. We just need all hands on deck here. Like, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right, you know? Not challenging. I'm gonna reset here. Yeah, I don't think really it's gankable. Try to get some worms. That should be my next goal here. I've spent quite a bit of money on items, so I don't feel like I'm super weak. And now that I'm 6, I definitely feel like there's an angle for me to actually kill Nocturne. Once you hit 6, it's kind of like a big game changer for Shyvana. Yeah, he was just kind of like a step ahead of me there. I wonder if he reset. We did Dragon, and as we were doing Dragon, those kind of came up, so he was able to just go and do what he needed to do. Oh, look at that. I might go investigate his bot side, just because I'm feeling it might be up. He started this game going top to bottom, same as me. And then he should be... He didn't have his red buff. So that kind of tells me that maybe he went straight to worms and didn't do his camps. It should be top. Basically working his way down. Yeah, that should kind of make his life a little difficult. Nice, they actually dive, so that's huge. I'm sure, if for not for anything else, the tilt factor on Smolder there is hopefully pretty high. people forget this game is this game is kind of like weirdly kind of like chess in the way that, like, it's not just about like your abilities, it's like how you're playing the game and like the decisions that you make. Like, yeah, there's a huge part of it, but the mental fortitude is also a severely underlooked portion of this game where just losing it, you know, you'll lose your games. If you can't stay calm and make rational decisions, then the odds of you, you know, winning just diminish greatly. Being able to stay calm and make less mistakes and capitalize on their mistakes, you know, is like rage invading me. Will just greatly win you games. So that he kind of made that play with his emotions, you know, like the invade I went for was logical and his was not. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Oh no, they got hit by the thing. That works out. Yeah, I need Emilio to not back off here. Alright. Well, yeah, they're kind of making this game a little easy. They might be running it down, which just goes to show the mental aspect even harder. Because if your mental gets so bad, and I'm sure you've all have experienced this, if your mental gets so bad, you actually, instead of making mistakes accidentally, you start intentionally just kind of throwing the game. Which is kind of a problem in a lot of competitive gaming, but I don't know, the switch between like back in, not to sound like an old man here, but like back in the day when you would play like, I don't know, like Call of Duty or whatever, like Black Ops 2 or, you know, like anything, whatever, but you wouldn't have people, if even if they lost, like even if they weren't doing good, it was very rare to see someone be like, oh well, okay, like imagine you're playing Search and Destroy and your guy's not doing so good, just decides to just say screw it and start running towards, you know, like the enemy team. It's kind of like, it wasn't that common. Like, I don't remember that ever happening. Oh, that was nice. Well, she went back into it. Not so nice, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like that used to be as big as a problem. And maybe it's just the type of game League is, or I don't know, but I just feel like there's definitely like mentality to give up way easier these days when it comes to gaming. Happens in games like Overwatch now too. Like especially like team fighting games with like abilities. For some reason, bring out the worst in people. Or they just can't help but lose their minds, you know? Okay, I have a lot of money, so I'm just gonna get a little reset in. Dudes, I only try Magic Pen in this game. I usually go Leandri's, or not Leandri's, Ionian, but I feel like we're winning so hard. I also probably should have got Dark Seal, but I'm famous for forgetting that for some reason. But I guess my point is just don't give up, and not just in video games, but if there's something that you really want to do, you know, like make a plan and actually, you know, try to stick to it. Just because something gets hard or like seems hopeless doesn't mean that it actually is. It just feels like that. Doesn't mean that's the way it's always going to be. So I lost my bot side, but okay, I kind of went for an extended play bot. I'm still up a lot of CS on him, so. Yeah, I don't think that was super necessary to drop that there, but. Unfortunate she got caught out that hard. Kind of bit on my fury here. Okay, got it. Yeah, if you didn't know in Shyvana, you're very good at clearing wards because your auto attack reset. So you hit it with a normal auto attack, then you press Q, and then you auto attack instantly after that. Basically, you just two-shot a ward instantly. And you should definitely be using the auto attack reset mechanic whenever you can. There are certain situations where, like, if you're only gonna get one auto attack off, like when I was going for that pike a minute ago, I actually just pressed Q just to get the extra damage, so that when my E went off, it would actually kill him. So, like, you don't always have to auto attack reset, but 9 times out of 10, I would definitely say you should be trying or implementing that. It's a very simple mechanic, probably the simplest mechanic in the game. Helps your clear speed and everything. I have Leandre's now, so feeling really strong. Ooh, you flashed my E. That was well played. Kind of played that horribly, but looks like it works out. Let me get a blue trinket. So I learned from the last video that if the game goes long enough now, basically old Smolder is kind of back where you'll just lose the game. So don't quote me on that. It could have just been the nature of that one game, but it definitely felt like old Smolder is a late game nuke. So I don't even remember, but when Smolder came out, he definitely like was insane. And he got nerfed like I think twice. And then he kind of stopped being played. And now it kind of feels like he's back a little bit, which is just cool. I think, you know, honestly, these characters that like get made, it's so hard to get their power, or their like, yeah, I guess power to like basically align with everyone else in this game. That's you know, like really old, like Shyvana, for example, or like old Udyr before the rework. Like if you compared like Samira to old Udyr, like he's just not in the same game almost. But it's actually pretty interesting to see that, I think. Makes, you know, people like me who like to commit to one character, I guess you could call me one trick, like feel a little bad because, you know, our characters aren't keeping up with the times. But luckily Shyvana right now actually does have a pretty strong build. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Hopefully they don't nerf her to the ground. She definitely needs to be nerfed. Her or the item definitely needs some adjustments. I can't lie. It's kind of insane. Try to steal this red buff. I'm sure they're on to me though. No. She doesn't really want to fight me. Probably get us to go here. This is Soul, so that would be nice for us to get that. Nice. Nice. A little quadra kill from ADC, I love that. Love to see that. Honestly, at this point, I think the game might be over. I don't really know what we can do to lose. There might be like, you know, you never know. Like, they could make just a huge mistake, but if my team wanted to go to Baron, honestly, that was the right move. I don't know why I didn't do that. But I mean, we still win on the team fight here, so. Oh, I missed. Well, we should be able to end here, hopefully. Alright, well, what a good video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and learned something, and maybe biggest thing to take away is don't give up. It's always winnable. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, and have a good day.